A leading Devon MP says charging patients to see a GP would raise little money and cause disputes. Such a move would go against the founding principle of the NHS and risked increasing inequality, said Sarah Wollaston, who was a GP before entering Parliament. The idea of a £5 charge, to make patients think twice and ease GPs' workloads, was put to a doctors' conference earlier this week by a Westcountry local medical committee. But Dr Wollaston, who chairs the House of Commons Health and Social Care Committee, said there were better ways to help take the pressure off GPs. "I strongly disagree with charging for NHS appointments," said the Totnes Conservative. "This would take us away from the founding principle of the NHS that it is free at the point of need and available to all regardless of the ability to pay. This principle has strong public support. Charging £5 per visit would risk increasing inequality, it would raise very little after exemptions and lead to endless disputes. It would also require a change in the law and that would not pass the Commons. Far better to explore wider use of text reminders with easy cancellations via text back as used for many hospital appointments." The Devon Sexy List, 50 of the hottest men and women across the county. The idea was suggested at the BMA's annual conference in Brighton by Gloucestershire Local Medical Committee, LMC. Mike Forster, lay secretary for the LMC, said GPs were struggling with a growing demand from patients. He said the charge might make people prescribe themselves bed rest and remedies from the pharmacy, as many people today were using GP appointments for lesser problems than they did in their grandmother's day. In a recent Ipsos Mori poll, 71% of people believe agreed patients should be charged if they missed a GP appointment. Instead, the conference voted overwhelmingly for a sensible cap on workload to reduce risk for patients and to protect GPs. That followed a warning by Dr. Richard Batry, who chairs the General Practitioners Committee of the BMA, that general practice was facing a serious risk of collapse. Some doctors suggested at the conference that seeing 25 patients a day would be a reasonable limit. But the motion agreed by the BMA did not set a figure. GPs would be driven insane without the introduction of a cap to limit workload, the conference was told. Patient care would be compromised and the morale of doctors would plummet if they were made to take on more work.